right, this is our second grade math lesson 8-6. Tell time to 5 minutes. An airplane is due to arrive at 3:15. How can you show this time on the clock below? So when we do time, our 12 really stands for, these are the hours, and then the minutes are all of these little tiny lines in between. And the bigger lines let us know that's a grouping of 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we're going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Okay? So the plane is due to arrive at 3:15. So with shorthand is going to point to the hour, which is 3. And then the longhand is going to point to the 15. 5, 10, 15 is exactly the same. So we're going to draw straight through it and right over because the minute hand is always longer. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our next page here. All right. Okay, both clocks show 8:15. This is our analog clock and this is our digital clock. So the minute hand is what we take a look at here. It's always the longer hand. The minute hand moves from number to number in 5 minutes. To tell time to 5 minutes, count by 5s. Both clocks show 8:35. So 8:35 is just written in numbers, and then this one on our clock we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And we can see that our minute hand is pointing to the 7. 7 is 5 groups of 35. So 7 times 5, 35. Okay, there are 60 minutes in an hour, and the hour hand is our shorter hand there, okay? Do you understand? Show me. The time is 9:35. What time will it be in 5 minutes? Well, 9:35 plus 5 is going to be 9:40. Okay? In 15 minutes, 9:35 plus 15. 5 plus 5 is 0. We could do the 1. 1 plus 2, so we have 5. So it would be 9:50. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So 9:35 plus 25 minutes. So we can regroup that one. 1 plus 4, 1 plus 3 is 4, is 60. Ooh, that's 60 minutes is an hour. So that's where it becomes a little bit tricky. So 9 plus 1 hour, 9 o'clock plus 1 hour becomes 10 o'clock. Okay? All right, let's take a look at our guided practice. We're going to complete the clock so both clocks show the same time. So this one here is 6:45. Remember, if the hour hand is in between two numbers, we always go to the one that is smaller, the smaller number. 6:45. There is one time when we don't actually go to the smaller number. I'll get into that. So when we're getting close to 12s. Okay, 3:25. So shorter hand to the 3 and 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That points to the 5. Okay. For number 3 here, let's see what time is it. 8 is our hour hand, and our minute is going straight up. When it does that, it's not 8:12. It's actually 8 o'clock right away with 0 minutes. And then 5:40. So we want our shorthand to point to the 5, and then 40 seconds. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 points to the 8. Just like that. Okay, we're going to continue practicing this with our independent practice page. So let's go ahead and get this ready here. And again, you pause the video, do this whole page on your own, and then come back and check your answers. All right, so we're completing the clock, so both clocks show the same time. So right here, I can see that my hour hand is pointing to the 9, and my minute hand is straight up, so we know that it's right 9 o'clock. Okay, 2:25. So I need to do my hour hand to the 2, and then my minute hand to the 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to the 5 there. Okay, our next one, let's figure out what this is. It's between the 12 and the 1. Now, I always said we go to the smaller number, but we're going to go to the number that it was the time right before. I know that's a little bit tricky on that one. So we're actually going to go on this one to 12 o'clock. So 12, and then what's our minute hand pointing to? I'm going to start right here at 30, 35:40. So it's 12:40 right there. Okay, let's go to number 8, 4:40. So I know my hour hand, my shorter one, has to point to 4, and I have to go to 40. I know that the 6 is 30, so I don't want to have to go 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way around. So I am going to go over here to 40. So 30, 35, 40 right there, and that's how that one looks. Okay. Ooh, these are right on top of each other. So let's see, they're both pointing to 1. So I know that hour hand has to be 1. And that would be 5 on the minute hand. So I write 0, 5. Okay, we always have to have 2 digits here. All right, let's see. This is between the 11 and 12. 11 is smaller. And then this is pointing to 5, 10 right there. So we take a look at that with our minute hand. Now we have to complete the pattern. 7 o'clock, 7:05, 7:10. We're going up by +5 on each of these. So it's going to be 7 plus 10 is 15. All right, let's go ahead and go on to our back page of this one here. All right, number 12, reasoning. One of the clocks is running a little slow. The other clock is running a little fast. Estimate the correct time. So we have to look at the 2 numbers and see what a number is in between. So the first one here is between the 2 and the 3, so I go to 2. This is 30, 35, 40. So that one is 2:40. This one is between the 2 and the 3 still, so that's going to be 2. And let's see, this is 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 2:50. So what is a time in between? I'm going to go halfway down the middle, and I'm going to say 2:45. Could be one of the possible times. If one clock is a little fast and one's a little slow, this is probably the correct time. It's closer to 2:45. All right, number 13, number sense. Look at the time on the first clock. So let's figure out the time on here. It is between the 8 and the 9, so our first number is 8, and then this is 8:35. Now it says, what time will it be in 5 minutes? So 8:35 plus 5 is what? 8:35 plus 5 is 8:40. Okay, higher order thinking. Draw a clock that shows your favorite time of the day. Explain why it is your favorite time. I'm going to say my favorite time is 8 o'clock because that's when school starts. School starts at 8 a.m. Okay, so I'm going to draw my little clock here. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I need my minute hand straight up to the 0 and my hour hand pointing to the 8. Okay, number 15, our assessment here. Let's read through this and try to figure it out. The minute hand is pointing to the 7. Okay, so let's take a look here on our clock. This is a 6, so my minute hand is pointing to the 7. What number will it be pointing to 10 minutes later? So if it's pointing to the 7, that is what time? This is 30, so that would be 35. What would 35 plus 10 more minutes be? So let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we have to go 10 minutes later, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, what does the minute hand represent when it is pointing to the 9? It represents the 45 minutes, so number 9. Great job, everybody.